I was wondering if I should go with the shortened version or the long version. I started out with a pretty long version, and then my wife and Tess got it down pretty good to it, so it's saying, thank you very much and have a good evening. I did have to add a few things back in just to be up here a little bit longer, but first I want to say thank you, Taylor, for your description of me earlier, young man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I also like to thank my wife. Let me see. Was there a picture up of me earlier? Okay. So I'm supposed to comment on that picture, and first of all, Chris, I was the fifth of 6 children. So I sent Lise on a search for a couple months finding a picture of me when I was a young kid. She did find some of just me. So thank you, Lise, for finding that picture. And I was thinking about, what drives you when you're young, and who are your mentors, and what were you thinking of at that time when you were a young kid? And my thoughts were, what's Mom going to have to eat tonight? And when do I get to go outside and play? So those were my thoughts as a young kid. And as far as mentors go, well, certainly our parents were mentors to us, and our coaches. Public service is an important part of our family, and Mom and Dad certainly led us and were mentors for our entire family as we thought public service is critically important. I'd like to thank Michelle and the selection committee and Jenna and the entire team for your direction and advice and pointing me in the right what my role was up here. So I thank you very much for that. I look at the past honorees in this list, and I think about Caribou. Of course, we're all very proud of Caribou and the county. And even if you're from Ashland, we're very proud of you up there in Ashland too. But and there's quite a few people in this room tonight that are from Ashland, and I'll tell you, every one of them are very accomplished. I think about the county and think about the astronaut and think about my sister and think about the winning basketball team and the winning soccer team that's going to the States. And I think about the wonderful junior achievement kids from Presque Isle. And then I look at this list of honorees on the Hall of Fame, and I say to myself, and I look at Chris, and I say, what am I doing up here? I truly am honored, and I'm very humbled to be here tonight. And Chris, we had the pleasure of getting together this past weekend at an event at a wedding. And as I said then, I'm honored and humbled to be included in the same inauguration class. And certainly Chris shared with me what an important influence her mother and father were for her. And Chris, I can tell you right now that your mother is seated right there next to my mom, and they're both cheering us on. Yeah. I've been fortunate in my lifetime. I've had incredible mentors, friends, family, and coworkers that have guided me. My mom, 92 years young, is here tonight, and she's given sage and sometimes very direct advice. Sometimes asked for, sometimes not asked for. And my dad, certainly with his public service. But one thing that they may not know is they certainly helped to form our mission for our company. And that was to continue to offer excellent products and legendary service as we strive to be an active, positive influence in the communities in which we live and work. And as I said earlier, my parents have influenced our lives and our company's direction. Just like the Junior Achievements mission to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in today's global economy, and in listening to the prior speakers, Michelle, listening to you and saying that we needed relevant, innovative, and experiential learning. Well, back 30, 40, 50 years ago, we didn't have junior achievement. We had potato picking. And I got to tell you that you learn a lot by picking potatoes. You learn the value of hard work and dollars earned. And I can tell you, you learn about being frugal in a rustic county. In fact, I learned that lesson really well. In fact, my mom tells the story about, after working the harvest, with the amount of time and toil that Mom got us out the door and fed us, and we brought these paychecks home and we put them into the bank to earn interest at the Rustic Trust Company. And I think back to that time, and Mom said, Sam, with that money, we can go downtown to the local Ellis Halls and we can go shopping for new school clothes. And I thought about it, and I said, Mom, I kind of like my old clothes, and I think they'll suit me fine. So that's my point of view of the frugality of Aroostook County and where where I'm from. I can attest, the effect of junior achievement and all that it's done for students. And I recall the Titan Challenge and looking at the young ladies from Presque Isle and what it's doing for them. And I can think back to my daughter Clara, who was in the Titan Challenge, and I can't help to think that helped spark an entrepreneurial spirit in her as she plans to come back to Aroostook County and be in our business. Also like to mention that we are privileged to have Aaliyah and Taylor with us and studying and preparing to be the next entrepreneurs, and amazing girls in spirit, and you do the county proud and the program proud. Thank you. I just have a short message for you, and that is we need you to stay in Maine and be in the county and to work in the county, and if the future of JA is graduates like you, boy, we're going to be in great shape. So thank you very much, and I encourage you to continue your education and get back quickly to the county because we certainly will employ you there. And you have a responsibility to share your talents and give back to the community when you can. Also want to recognize my mother and my sister Susan and Tom, of course, my brother Mike, Greg and his wife Lori, Mark, my nephew, and Tess, who flew all the way from Hong Kong to be here tonight to be with us. But I have to share a secret. She said it's to see me, but I really think it's to see her best friend, Chelsea, who's here to see Chris. But at least I'm a good excuse. But thank you, Tess, and thank you, family, for being here. And for my friends in the corner there, you've behaved so far. I appreciate that. And thank you for attending tonight. I am and have been blessed and certainly appreciate it. Also like to recognize some of my employees that are here tonight. The success of S.W. Collins Company really has nothing to do with me. And it's really about our incredible people and employees that we have. And they live our mission, and they are the reasons that we've been successful for 175 years. And they're the reason that we're going to continue to be successful. So I appreciate your attendance, and I appreciate all that every one of you do. Thank you very much. I thank everybody, and to the selection committee, I appreciate you honoring me tonight and putting me into the Hall of Fame for business. I am honored and humbled. Thank you very much.